Hi there. We have Adam Perry, who is the product manager of AutoCAD Mechanical at Autodesk. Thank you for being here, Adam.
Thanks for having me.
So, can you tell us what new ways CAD users work with our tools?
Absolutely. One of the big changes we're seeing in CAD today is the change from an old dialog box way of interacting with the software to really giving the canvas back to the user. You remember in Windows 95 or in Windows 98, whenever you wanted to do something, move something, for example, whatever you want to do, a big dialogue would come up and block the screen.
Right.
Well, now the focus is on giving that canvas back to the user. So rather than having that dialog box open, if I wanted to, say, take a gear that was in a car and move it, I'd just grab the gear and move it to wherever it wanted to be. If I wanted to draw a circle, instead of clicking the circle button, I may just make a circular motion with my hand, and that would invoke the circle command. And really we're seeing that apply to every aspect of the software, whether it be moving to the ribbon. Instead of putting dimensions with a big dialog box, the dimensions will be what you see is what you get, so there'll be like a heads-up display. All the way to things like mating, simulation. Everything is all about taking the focus out of a dialog box and keeping the canvas with the user.
That's great. So tell us about the rise of global engineering and how it has affected AutoCAD Mechanical at a product level.
Well, we're very fortunate. AutoCAD Mechanical is already a global product. Some of our biggest markets are Japan, China, Germany. So in a sense, we're already there. To see the rise of global engineering, it basically means it's more of the same for us. So we've always maintained a pretty long, thorough list of standards that are worldwide, things like DIN, JIS, ANSI, ISO. Now it's incumbent upon us to keep those standards current, because as more work is done abroad in whatever country, could be India, could be Brazil, could be China, they all have their local ways of reading a drawing document. So to have those standards be up to date is very, very important.
All right. So what are some of the challenges your industries are facing today?
Well, I think the biggest one is the obvious one. So the economy has affected every product and every economy. What it's doing, though, is it's kind of giving us an opportunity to go back and ask about core problems. So, you know, in a time when the economy is doing really well, people just buy, right? When people struggle a little more, what happens is they have to take a step back and evaluate what problems are we going to solve. So what we've done as a company and as a product level is take a look at specific industries. So what problems is the automotive industry facing? So it's not about AutoCAD Mechanical, it's about what products does Autodesk offer that can help solve the automotive problems in the automotive industry.
That's smart.
So it's a totally different facing.
Good approach. So what are some of the real world applications?
This is a good question. So, you know, we design our software and we expect it to sort of act in a certain way, and we expect people to use it in a certain way. But what's most interesting to me is you get to go out and sit down with customers and you see how they're using their tools. And when they're using them how you would expect, well, that's kind of gratifying. But I'll tell you, I was working with a company down in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and we have a feature. It's called Bill of Materials. And most people use Bill of Materials just to say, hey, my thing is comprised of 5 parts. Here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's how we designed it. It's great. This company was doing things a little bit different. Their machines were very large and very complex and needed servicing. So rather than use this tool, this Bill of Materials tool, to detail all the parts, which is long and exhaustive and they don't necessarily need that level of detail, they used that Bill of Material to document servicing operations. So it would say something like, every 6 months, change all fluid lubricants. Every 8 months, you know, change out all the belts. So they took a tool that we have that we built for a specific purpose, and they adapted it to their needs. And that's what's kind of gratifying and interesting about working in the software business. You build a series of tools, and then you get to see how they're, you know, put into use, and then you can, you know, adjust accordingly.
So what would you say is the most exciting part of your job right now?
So definitely AU is one of the most exciting parts. We get, this year we have thousands and thousands of customers who come to visit, and they walk over to you and they say, you know, hey Adam, I had this problem, blah, 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 I was using your product, and they literally will pull you in, and the passion, because, you know, a lot of people, as I talk to other people who work in other companies, they sit behind a desk. They don't have that same level of interaction with the customers. But to see how the product you design is inciting passion in the users, very gratifying.
That's great.
Yeah, it's
well,
pretty fun.
Congratulations. Good for you.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
Thank you for being here.
All right.
And thank you for joining us.
Thank you.